In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. We are looking for our opponents, our enemies, who don't want us to succeed, who don't want us to develop, who don't want us to make progress, to achieve the prosperity. We are of the view that this person and that person and still that person, these are the people who are feeling jealous of me, who don't feel good about me. That is the reason some people do think that this is the reason for my lack of development, or my family members are not so much cooperative towards me. The lack of cooperation by my loved ones and then by resistance from certain other quarters have stalled my progress and prosperity. Is it true, by the way? Other people might be jealous of you, jealous of me. They people obviously will not like our prosperity and happiness, our raise in the social status. But is it the only reason? The lack of cooperation by the loved ones and the resistance from outside, from certain other quarters? I think that this combined, both of the things combined, the lack of cooperation from the loved ones and the resistance from certain other quarters, I think both of these things combined are hardly responsible for 20%, while 80% of the responsibility does come to our shoulder if at all we are not progressing, if at all we are not developing, or if the speed of our development is not enough, it is not satisfactory, the responsibility does not go upon the shoulders of both of those people, both types of those people. Rather, the responsibility does come to our own shoulders. We ourselves will stand responsible for it, because 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 we people have become very ease loving persons. We have become very delicate people. We don't want to do the things which produces results. We are always found avoiding the unpleasant things, the things which are not so pleasant, the things which are so boring. We don't want to do that, because we have become an ease loving person, and this bad quality of ours, this bad habit of ours, is actually responsible for the lack of development, for the lack of progress and prosperity in our life, and not the other people at all. We are actually desperate. We are working desperately to live inside our own comfort zone, and this comfort zone of ours is actually the real opponent and the real enemy of ours. As for the people who don't want our progress and prosperity, these people are not the real opponent, these people are not the real real enemy. The real enemy lives within us, and this real enemy is actually our comfort zone. We want to be in our comfort zone. We want to live in our comfort zone. We don't want to come out of our comfort zone. Why? Because it demands struggle, because it demands effort, because it demands a sort of boring work which we people are trying to avoid at all the cost, which we people are evading at all the cost. We need to understand that unless and until I don't come out of my comfort zone, unless and until I do live out of my comfort zone, the real progress will never ever start. Because all the people in the world, all the people in the world, the people who are healthy, the people who are happy, the people who are wealthy, all of these people have learned the knack of living outside their comfort zone, because they did know that the comfort zone, their own comfort zone, is the real and the real enemy of theirs and no one else. We too, if at all we do want to become, if at all we are sincere enough with we ourselves, if at all we are committed enough with our desire to develop, to progress, and to prosper, all what we need to do is, there will be several technical things we are not discussing here. I am of the view that all of those technical things will occupy a very small space, but the bigger space does go to the one thing, and that one thing is our comfort zone. Because it is the comfort zone which actually cripples us, it is the comfort zone which actually imprisons us, it is the comfort zone which actually shackles us. And if at all we want to break the shackles of this inertia, if at all we do want to come this deadlock, if at all we do want to come out of this inertia, and if at all we do want to become a dynamic human being, all what we need to do is that we do have to come out of the comfort zone. Because this comfort zone is actually the real and the real and the real enemy of ours. No rocket science, no rocket. Things are not very complicated, and not very complicated at all. The things are relatively simple. But let me tell you, simplicity on the one side, but it is not easy. It is not easy for most of the people. But the people who are really and the genuine success seekers, the people who want to pay the price of their success, they people do know that this is not difficult as well. Why this is not difficult to some of the people, while it is quite difficult to some of the other people? Why is it so? Because some of the people are very much committed to becoming a really successful person, while another, most of the people, maybe overwhelming number of the people, these people are not genuinely committed to their success, not genuinely committed to their happiness, not genuinely committed to the progress, to the prosperity, and to the dignified life. My humble suggestion is that if at all you don't want to waste your time, if at all you don't want to deceive yourself, and then do come out of the comfort zone and do face the harder thing, the challenging things, and stop blaming the other people, stop blaming the people who don't want you to, who don't want to see you progress and gain the prosperity, and stop blaming your loved ones, your family member, and the other people who are closer to you, and you have been blaming them for the lack of cooperation. I think so. All of these are the lame excuses, while the real thing and the real thing and the actual thing is that we are not ready to pay the price of success. And if at all someone else is really ready to pay the price of success, all what she need to do is that they do have to come out of the comfort zone. Thank you.